jump straight into Aphelios Lux has made it through the bans, as has Jayce, and this is our game 1. What do you think about this matchup, Rek?
I mean, I like the fact that Aphelios Lux is here. I think it's nice from a commentator perspective, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And Liz definitely also portraying that she is not scared of the unknown, or maybe it is even not unknown to her. Maybe she has a lot of experience into this as well. But yeah, that means that opens up other ban angles, where I feel like maybe Sivir Kai'Sa could have been the ban then, as to maybe there's a double prediction where Liz thought that maybe Jayce Heimer would get banned, and in respect that she banned Kai'Sa Sivir, but then Eluwardhayk was like, no, I'm not gonna ban that, but I instead ban something else that we don't know of yet, and that means that this, there's a lot of layers to ban phase.
Yeah, definitely.
If Riot will let us see that, we could maybe get a bit of a more accurate hop on it. But for now, yeah, I don't know how I feel about have we seen this?
I think
before. No, we've seen.
Sorry about that. I was going to say, I think that it's very likely, looking at how this match turned out, that Kai'Sa ended up being the ban on Lizzie's side. I think, at the very least, from Lizzie's perspective, you've got at least one matchup that is pretty good into Sion, though that matchup very well may be this deck right here. We may see how that works out. I expect Lizzie's deck that was probably banned was likely the TF Nami list, as unless you're getting good hits with Sion Poro cannons, you probably don't have much that can deal with all those elusives. You have the Hushes with this deck right here, and you have Poro cannons with Sion, but they're still going to get pretty big, and it's going to be, those answers that I just listed aren't permanent answers. So they can just stall and protect you, but I think this is what I expect the ban lineup will have gone. But so far, we have seen a lot of back and forth from both these players in this matchup. We've already gotten the little buff to the robots with Hextech Handler on Lizzie's side of the board, but Eluwardhayk seems to be continuing to match pace and has gotten quite several Celestial cards out here, and is getting ready to start playing this. Oh wait, was that a? Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something wrong. Forget everything I just said there.
That was a rat on the board. Yes, that is correct. There
are rats. Yeah, that's exactly what I was confused about.
Oh, the Heimerdinger does fall very quickly here. Just to bring it back real quick to your ban phase point, I think you made an amazing point, because Eluwardhayk's lineup is teched against Kai'Sa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kai'Sa is like a heavier deck, where Kai'Sa is expensive, the Void Abomination is expensive, right? And even the Radiant Guard is expensive. So you are very teched to deal with big, expensive, heavy hitters, where TF Nami doesn't have that, right? TF Nami is a very cheap, low-price deck, where you just go wide for a very cheap price. And I agree that it may feel awkward for a lineup that is teched more against big, heavy cards to go up against something small and light. So you could be very correct on our prediction for the ban.
Lizzie being able to get these robots larger and larger, but both of these decks, both of them, are quite proficient at generating answers that they are looking for. And now we've got leveled Jayce on the field, which is certainly presenting a threat here for the next attack.
Exactly. It's always nice to play your Jayce on your defensive turn, because then now when the attack token bounces back on your side, you can just whip that acceleration gate, and that's exactly what Lizzie is doing right here. Do we have any good answers? We have a star meteor shower? No, it's meteor shower, right? We have a meteor shower in hand. We also have a sunburst, but we are looking at a tough and elusive, double elusive turrets, which means that we have to. Okay, we're going to go for a sunburst. Okay, sunburst on the handler. I think that's correct. Because Meteor Shower felt awkward because of the tough on the handler, and using it on the 8-3 and then the 1 damage just being kind of useless doesn't feel great. And now we just have to take... Oh, we can just silence this and hush it and trade into it. Which means we've weathered the storm. Wait a minute, but the handler also has Overwhelm, which is something that I completely didn't see.
Yeah.
Which means Lizzie still is able to deal 7 and heal back up to 20. And now this Furious Jayce will be keeping the stats from the Fury, I believe. So
Correct.
definitely a very, very good role on the keywords here for Lizzie. Very, very main character energy, I might add. And wait, now we're just putting Eluward to 1 HP all of a sudden.
Yeah, we have a Mystic Shot in hand.
Holy, and there is no way to heal anymore. Lizzie just breezed through game 1 before I even really was able to get into it.
We do get to remove Jayce here.
Well, I mean, no, it's over.
Wow.
It's over. Lizzie wants this done. She wants to cash out.
Yeah, Lizzie, what Lizzie was able to do here, that Acceleration Gate was so strong, but Acceleration Gate, what it does is it gives you, first it gives units Quick Attack, and units with Quick Attack, it generates a random keyword. So normally what it does is give all of your units Quick Attack and then 1 random keyword. But the Hextech handlers, and we had several of them, which were already pumped up incredibly large, already have Quick Attack. So that Acceleration Gate is able to give them so many keywords, produce what is essentially like 2-3 extra mini Kaisas. They almost had the same. They were almost the same sizes.
Oh yes. Oh, calling a Hextech handler a mini Kaisa. But yeah, no, it definitely felt like that. And all the keywords, I don't think there was a single bad keyword
No.
on that whole board.
Right.
Like we had maybe like the Fury for the Jayce, I guess, but it's still not like bad, right? But we got tough, we got elusive, we got lifesteal, we got overwhelm, we got everything we needed. And now we were both wrong because
Yes.
Nami TF got through. Which means Thralls is the one that got banned. Honestly, kind of also makes sense because we don't really have any landmark removal in these lists here for Eluward. How do we neglect? I think we're just seeing Thralls so much that I feel like it just goes under your radar when you think about it. And we kind of neglected all the arguments that one could make to ban Thralls, and now it just all makes sense when I think about it. But
I do think, also looking back on previous matches, I think it was Eluward that we saw Sion against Thralls, and I think that was quite a challenging matchup in that series earlier in the tournament. So that quite also might possibly be some information. And even if you can get really aggressive, even if you can race down Thralls with a big Scion deck, sometimes Thralls just does Thralls things and just combos you at a speed that you can't really stop. So getting that off the table doesn't feel bad.
yeah, also another argument potentially is I've been reading the chat a bit on the side, and people were saying praising Lizzie for her Thralls. So like Lizzie Thralls apparently is something that she is a very proficient at, and it maybe Eluward knows that she is very good at Thralls, so it's also a kind of, a signature ban, where you don't want your opponent to play their signature deck.
A comfort pick.
Yeah, exactly. And it also, it works out in the arguments that you made, where we see him struggle against Thralls, and it's, of course, being an amazing deck still, but also taking away your opponent's potential favorite is also very good, right?
And we didn't manage to level this Nami before it died, but we still have given a little bit of attack and have managed to trade it with Aphelios, which I think feels pretty good.
Yeah, and we still have a second Nami in hand, which, thanks to Nami's ability to level in the deck, she'll probably, by the next time that she is coming out of the board, will be leveled. I assume maybe another turn or two, where we get some spell mana active, but the Aphelios, losing the Aphelios for Eluward definitely doesn't feel great. does he have? No, he currently does not have a second copy of that champion. So Lizzie, yeah, Lizzie probably not too mad about that trade.
No, not at all.
Now, Lizzie also has another, like, Lizzie has a pretty nice hand here. She has a Shelly, she has a Brayfin, Burblefish that is just ticking down on cost. And for the big hitters, she has a Vengeance ready as well.
Yeah, we've got this double trouble to create a bunch of blockers here. If you're Eluward, you might not even attack here just because of that big one drop that she just generated.
And I think that's what Lizzie wanted. I think that one drop might even, like, it was elusive, ephemeral, sure. It doesn't get to stay. I think the time it just bought Lizzie was really impactful.
Mm-hmm. Like, looking at Lizzie's hand right now, you can see in about 2 or 3 turns, Lizzie just going off and exploding and dealing tons of damage to Eluward. We've got the Shelly, we've got the Burblefish, we've got a lot of cheap pump spells, we have small units on the board already, we've got an elusive already on the board already. So all we really need to do is stall for like a little bit, and then hope, I guess, that Eluward doesn't have enough answers. Looking at Eluward's hand, it seems like they don't.
No, Eluward currently looking at a bit of an awkward hand. Also, Lizzie attacking here with the Sprayfin and not playing around Sharpside, which is I think, in my opinion, a bold move. I was just checking the list to see, but there are 2 Sharpsides in here, which could put a halt to Lizzie's ephemeral plan in the future, but yeah, Eluward not finding him right now.
It's definitely a cowabunga play, but it's given us a bit of information here, and I think that's valuable.
Also, I guess it makes sense now because the challengers were just able to get the Zapped Sprayfin like right now. So Lizzie probably being like, hey, my Zapped Sprayfin is gonna die next turn anyways, likely. So I might as well just try to get it now. If they have a sharp side, I can just force out a sharp side, and that's good for me. And my Zapped Sprayfin, like, it just did its job, I guess. And now the Nami is did roll that natural D20, which means that she is leveled. Does she have many tools? Oh wow.
Yeah, but she did roll that D20, but her opponent rolled a crit against her, and she is out of there.
She is indeed, but yeah, Lizzie just said okay, and now answers with the Shelly, which is kind of, well, similar to Nami in a way, where you need a bit more stuff to get her off, to get her going, but she will get your whole board that sweet buff once you get her. And we get another Tellstones from the Burblefish as well, which is gonna be just a great card for this deck.
That's
like a
nuts.
great card in general, and in this deck it's even better.
Yeah, the problem here with TF Nami is that while their big threats are generally like pretty small and easy to remove, they run so many, and they just say, all right, do you have removal? Again and again and again, and eventually you don't. And that is how they come to overwhelm you now. And now Eluward on the defensive.
Yeah, Eluward on the very defensive, and all of his defenses are gonna be gone here. Like, yes, you get to trade everything. Oh yeah, don't even actually get to trade the Sparring Student. So we keep the Elusive Duo and the Sparring Student to potentially just have another blocker for whatever Eluward may throw at Lizzie here. See if the Traveler can get us anything. Okay,
Cosmic Rays is a funny pick.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think Cosmic Rays... I mean, sure, you get rid of the Shelly, but everything else...
is going to get
pumped. I don't think there's ever a scenario that Shelly doesn't pump here.
It's a very desperate move.
For sure. And we even trade the... Oh,
it's going to be a positive trade because this thing's going to be pumped up to a 5/5 with this spider that we've summoned here.
True. And now yeah, now the Cosmic Rays really... I didn't like that choice. I think Eluwardhayk should have went for... I think Living Legends was the pick. Because Cosmic Rays really...
There's that sharp side.
Oh, it's nice. But yeah, I don't think Cosmic Rays is the card here.
Game is looking pretty bad for Eluwardhayk here. He's going to have to find some sort of answer. There's a lot of damage coming their way. They do find a lot of healing, but will it be enough?
Yeah, we have another Star Shaping. We have the Sharp Side here, which is going to be nice. I'm not sure. I mean, the Shelly block feels good here, right? Because Shelly won't be buffing herself, right? But... blocking the Shelly now means that the Cosmic Rays is pretty much a dead card. And we still take more damage than we have to.
Yeah, none of these picks here seem like they're really good in our current situation. It seems like they're just a little too slow.
Yeah, Supernova, that cursed 9 mana card. And wait a minute, this is gonna be one off, but with this. And, I mean, okay... Liz maybe getting a bit ahead of herself. We have another Sharp Side here. Now the Nervous Caitlyn comes out. We get a Destroyer. Can we find 2 more damage on Lizzie's side? Currently,
I don't think
no.
so.
Oh wait, no, we... Oh no, we couldn't have, because we only had one... We could have Vengeance, but we were one off the Shelly counter.
Correct.
So now Liz has to find a way to deal that final 2 damage. But with the help of a Hovering, even if all hell breaks loose and like the Supernova deals with the Burble Fish Sparring Student combo, we can just play the Hovering. And I don't think there's any answer for Eluwardhayk here. Unless... Hovering... Will the Cosmic Rays answer a Hovering? We have 9, we have 4 mana open. And we currently only have 1 spell. Maybe the Cosmic Rays... Oh, we don't even go for Supernova. Means that we need to... Okay, yeah, I guess that is... No?
That looks like it's going to be the end of this series. I don't think that...
Wait, but Liz may have gotten baited by this Shannon mode. Because now the Supernova can get rid of... Oh, okay, no, but now
we can still develop Burbles, we can still Harrowing.
Harrowing, yeah. Because now Harrowing doesn't... now there's no mana for Cosmic Rays.
Yeah, I mean, Harrowing's not going to bring back those units because they were obliterated, but it's still going to bring back plenty of threats.
Yeah, it's going to bring back Nami, it's going to bring back Shelly, it's going to bring back everything. And there's the surrender, which means Liz will be taking Mystic Shop number 38. And beating Eluwardhayk in the finals 2-0. Congratulations, Lizzie.